Hello out there to all you prospective law school attendees. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and I am a corporate commercial lawyer who is putting forth a series of YouTube videos that are intended to help you both with respect to getting into law school and then succeeding as you go through the law school process. Always find it informative that you have sufficient information as you move forward. In this particular YouTube video, we'll be discussing some of the key considerations when selecting a law school. The first consideration is the location of law school. Unless you're going to one of the top super elite schools that allows you to really relocate to any other part of the country or the world, you're probably going to need to be looking at selecting a law school in the city or region that you intend to be working. There's a couple of reasons for this. Number one is you're going to be wanting to start to build some ties, some connections as to the opportunities you're going to be pursuing, which is best achieved by being in the particular location that you are going to be studying for the next 3 years. Next, you're going to have to be doing a state or provincial specific bar admission, and that bar admission is going to be largely based on the laws particular to that jurisdiction. So it's going to be a challenge if you go from one state to another state, because you're going to have to learn a whole new series of laws. The basic principles will be the same, but there are nuances that will be beneficial to being in the particular location. Second consideration when selecting a law school is the area of practice that you want to be practicing in. You want to start thinking about this. You don't necessarily need to be overly committed to it, but if there is a particular area or focus that you want to be practicing in your career, you do want to be going to a law school that focuses on this or specializes on this and simply has the courses to provide you with. A third consideration when selecting a law school is the school's reputation. You want to study the rankings of the school, the reviews that are both put out by publications and also by other students, but you also want to dig deep into this stuff. The internet has troves of information. Often it's incorrect or slanted or focuses on a particular angle, but this is what you want to be looking at in your searching. A fourth consideration when selecting a law school is to consider the teaching approach. What are the reputations of the teachers? What are the comments about the teachers? What kind of class sizes are you dealing with? How difficult is it to get into particular classes? What kind of library do they have, and what kind of other facilities do they provide you with? A fifth consideration when selecting a law school is the overall law school environment. Does the environment match your personality? Do the people match your personality? Does the community? Do the other students? Do the teachers? There's so much stuff to go into, especially in this ever politically fractioned society that we live in. You really do want to consider your environment before you move into somewhere, because if it's not a good environment for yourself, it's going to be an easy detractor from your experience in law school. A sixth consideration when selecting a law school is the actual feel. You want to visit the actual law school, the campus, and do it on more than one occasion. If possible, you want to get a sense of how it operates, both during the day, in the evening, on weekends, when school's in, when school's out. This way you're going to know beyond what's provided in the brochures and the videos, which are always very positive, but it may not be the reality that you live with. Seventh consideration is the cost. This really is a fact that law schools are expensive and costs can vary greatly. You have to consider what costs you're going to be paying and how it is going to impact you going forward. And from one location to another, there can be great variances in it. And our eighth consideration for purposes of this video is career services and career results. You want to look at what the career services offices are with the law school that you're dealing with, but more particularly, you also want to consider how well do graduates from this particular law school fare in getting positions and succeeding going forward, especially in the field that you want to be pursuing. You can do this a lot by internet research, and you just got to spend the time, dig deep, and really see if there are people that succeed with this particular law school above others. Another great advantage is that you should actually talk to former graduates. There's opportunities across the board. And what you should think is, lawyers are often miffed by people simply coming out of the air and asking them about positions without any context. However, being asked about how did you find your law school experience, especially with social media, is something that lawyers are more particular to provide you insights and information as to and talk to you about, simply because it's not asking them to provide somebody with a position. It's just providing insights and experiences that they're more than willing to talk about. Well, we hope that these insights on selecting a law school have been informative. There's many other resources you should be looking at. But we thank you for viewing this YouTube video, which we hope has been informative. And if so, we would thank you for clicking on the like button, but also strongly suggest that you click on the subscribe button, given that it is our objective to provide yourself with many more informative YouTube videos, not only looking at the initial process of going to law school and then striving through the law school procedure, but also for moving forward in your career, such that you want to stay attuned on this and see more relevant videos. Also, please feel free to communicate with us in the comments. We'll do our best to reply back to yourself so that you get those insights and we create those videos that are particular to your interests and your needs. Thank you.